Mimosa, I know you've been asked this before, but I know so many of our viewers are thinking, hey, why not just homeschool? So what is the best response to that when you get that question?
Yeah, it's so interesting. Again, we have now heading towards 6 million homeschoolers, 50,000 new homeschoolers a month. I don't think that this is the overwhelming choice for most Americans. Most Americans want to have a school where their children get on their bike, they ride it to school, they love their teachers, they walk in, they can move, they have interesting subjects. We're teaching in the zone of proximal development, which means we're smarting them up, not dumbing them down. This is what parents want. And I love the homeschool community, but as a nation, I think we can re-energize and revitalize and give our American public something that they feel good about finally when it comes to school. All the information is there. There are trained teachers to do it. I've seen it here. I'm sitting on our campus right now of what happens to children when you put them in the best possible environment. And now we need a leader to actually have the courage to say, we're taking this apart in an effort to put it back together the right way. And I'm going to tell you something, Jake. The first country in the world to do this, to actually look at pedagogical science as a way of teaching our children and creating an educator culture, is going to be far ahead of the other countries in the world.
Yeah, it's we talk about mining, we talk about other natural resources. Again, sorry, Whitney Houston, rest in peace. Hey, the children are our best resource. This is something we can mine. Mimosa, what's the best way? We haven't talked yet about the teachers necessarily. So what's the best way to engage the actual teachers in this endeavor? Because we have teacher shortages. We hear about, on the other end of the stick, teacher unions who dominate the agenda really kind of for themselves. So how can we engage teachers who want to teach, and the ones who already are really good, keep them interested in staying in the job?
I love that question. Listen, the system is broken, and there's no reinventing the public school system. We need an entirely new version of school in the United States. And in a lot of states, this starts with micro schools. This starts with educators saying, I'm not going to stay in this environment anymore. When they did a survey of educators recently, it wasn't pay. Of course, they need to be paid more. It was the toxic environment. What we've done here over the last 6 years is to create an educator culture where they are respected, they're bonused, they are involved in the curriculum day to day. They are treated like top line executives. The ability to start a micro school means that you are in charge. You are going to make double your salary. You are going to be on the ground with the students, with the learners. That's where you want to be, focused on them day in and day out, and not focused on all this admin, red tape, bureaucracy. So that's a great start. What is also a great start is to say that we're going to start building the new American school, right? These schools should be nonprofit. Learning is not a business opportunity. It is a birthright. So, so many charter schools actually perform less than public. So what you've got are two systems right now that really aren't doing their job when it comes to the child. We need a school based on pedagogical research. The schoolhouse is one of them. And let's put those in every town, in every city, in every corner of America, and watch what happens to our as you said, our greatest natural resource, which are children. I'm sure this administration and others don't just want to solve the problems of today. They want a strong America for the next 20, 30, 40 years. And the only way you do that is by completely changing and re-energizing the 0 to 12 age range here in America.